Hi everyone. So today is our day 6 of our LeetCode series. So today we need to do these two questions. Our first question is rising temperature and second question is salesperson. Okay, so let's come to the first question, that is rising temperature. So in this question we are given a weather table and the column names are ID, record date, temperature. The types are also given to us, int, date and int. Okay, and it is given like ID is the primary key for this table. So primary key, as I've already mentioned in the previous videos, so primary key is kind of unique in a particular table. So no two rows will have same ID. Okay. SQL query to find all the dates IDs with higher temperature compared to the previous date, that is yesterday. So we need to return the answer in any order. So order doesn't matter here. Okay. So if we see the example for better understanding, so what is given to us? We are given ID, record date, temperature for each date, and for each date there is a specific ID and the temperature on that day. Okay, and what is the answer that is given to me for this particular table? That is 2 and 4. So if we see the ID2, records of ID2, so what is the temperature on this particular date? That is 2nd of Jan 2015. It is 25. So previous date temperature should be less compared to 25. So it is 10. So it is less. That's why we are keeping 2 in our answer. Okay. So basically at the end we need to return ID. The answer is 4. So if we see 4, the temperature on 4 should be, ID4 should be greater than the temperature on previous date. So previous date, on this date ID4, the temperature is, the date is 4 of Jan. So the previous date will be 3 of Jan. So if we see the temperature here, it is 20 and it is 30. So our answer will be, so 4 will be also included in our answer. So that's why we included 4. So if we see here, they have given the explanation same as I already explained you. So if we see carefully, so as to find the previous date, what we need to check? Basically we need to make comparison between the two rows. Okay, how I'm comparing? Whether this date is greater than this date. I'm comparing like if this date minus this date is equals to 1, then it will be previous date. Is it fine? And which join I can use to compare the two rows? So here there is only one table given to me. If I will do self join, so what I will do is I will create two copies of same table weather. So let's say one copy is W1, next copy is W2. If I will write the code, it will be more clear. So basically what we want at the end, answer, we need to get the answer of basically ID. So I will, first of all, I will make two copies. So let's say select what I want, ID. Okay. So select ID from weather. I will say W1. Okay. So, okay. W1 join weather, other copy W2. So I want to join these two copies. On which condition? On, there are two. The first condition will be basically, it will be basically we are comparing two means two dates, consecutive days. So let's say I'm saying W1 is having higher date. So how I will say W1 dot record date minus W2 dot record date. If it is equals to, I will write it separately. If it equals to 1, basically then I need to join it. And what will be the other condition? For this condition, what is the condition? Like the temperature should be greater than W1 temperature. We'll directly copy it here so that there should be no chance of spelling mistake. Okay, W1 temperature should be greater than W2 temperature. Okay, I think it's correct. So basically on these two conditions I need to join. So I will keep them in bracket. So first condition is this, our first condition, make in bracket, and second condition is this. So if these two conditions are satisfied, then only we need to join these two table. And at the end, what we want the table, in the result we want the ID of the present date. So for 2, why we are returning 2? Because on 25 the temperature is highest compared to the previous date. Okay, so we want ID of W1 because W1 is specifying our current date. Okay, this table is basically why we are doing this thing, because W1 is basically means what we call pointing out the current date, and W2 is basically keeping check of previous date. So that's why we are saying these two subtract means these two what we call difference should be equals to 1, and temperature on W1 should be greater than temperature on W2. Okay, so let's run this code. Okay, it's working completely fine. Let's submit it. Okay, so it's successfully executed. So I think if you are having any kind of doubt in this question, you can please ask in the comment section. So let's move on to our second question, salesperson. So what is given in this question? We are given three tables. First is salesperson, second is companies table, third is orders table. Okay. So let's see each table one by one. So in this table, we are given the column names as sale ID, name, salary, commission rate, and hire rate. And their types are also given to us, mentioned to us. And sale ID is the primary key for this particular table. Okay. So this sale ID is the primary key for this table. Okay. So what this basically salesperson's table is specify. Each row of this table indicates the name and the ID of salesperson alongside their salary, commission rate, and hire date. Okay. So all the information related to salesperson is mentioned in this table. Their name, salary, commission rate, and hire date. And for the companies table, what is given to us, which columns are given? Company ID, name, city. And their types are also mentioned to us. And this table, company ID is the primary key. Okay, so I am seeing it company ID, basically COM underscore ID, basically means we can say it as company ID. Okay, so I'm mentioning it as company's ID. And for each row of this table indicates the name and the ID of the company and the city in which the company is located. So all the information related to company are mentioned in the company's table. If we see the orders table, so in orders table, which columns are given to us? Order ID, order date, company ID, sale ID, and amount. And their types are also mentioned to us. And in this, order ID is the primary key for this particular table. Okay, and what other things are mentioned to us? This company ID is the foreign key to the company ID from the company's table. Basically, what is foreign key? Foreign key is basically if we want to take reference. So what we do, if we want to take reference from other tables. So basically, if we want to take reference from one table to other table, we want to kind of make a link between between two tables. So how we will do? What we can do is we can take the primary key of this particular table and we can use it as a reference in the other table. So here, what is the primary key in company's table? Company ID. So this we have taken as foreign key for this particular table. So the primary key of one table can be taken as foreign key for the other table, so that we can basically make a comparison between two, or we can basically link between two tables. Okay. And what is other thing that is given to us? Sale ID is the foreign key to the sale ID. Sale ID is the foreign key to the sale ID from the salesperson's table. So here also, if we see this sale ID is there, it is kind of foreign key because the sale ID here, it is the primary key for this particular table. Okay, so basically so as to make a linkage between this salesperson and orders table, so we are using sales ID as the foreign key. Okay, and each row of this table contains information about one order. This includes the ID of the company, the ID of the salesperson, the date of the order, and the amount to be paid. Okay, so I think the question is clear. So let's see what what we need to find. So write an SQL query to report the name of the salesperson. Okay, so what we need to find? The name of the salesperson who did not have any order related to the company read, name as read. Okay, so where the information regarding the company is given? In the company's table. Okay, and what we need to find? We need to find the name of the salesperson who didn't order. Okay, who didn't order for the company read. Okay, and it is also mentioned the result doesn't matter here. Okay, so it will be more clear if we see the example. So here the salesperson's table is given to me. So this sale ID is the foreign key for this particular table, order table. Okay. So using the sale ID, I can make linkage between these two tables. Okay. And this is the company table, and this is again this company ID, which is the primary key for this table, is the foreign key for the other table. So basically between these company ID, I can make relation between these two tables, company and order table. So what we need to find? We need to find the name of the salesperson who didn't make who didn't make any order related to company read, name as read. So company name as read, what is the ID for it? 1. Okay, so if we come to our orders table, we can see for 1, which order are made. For ID 1 basically signifies read, company name as read. Okay, so sale ID is basically given to us as 1 and 4. Okay, so for sale ID is 1 and 4, so we can compare this, we can get the names from the customer table using the sale ID, because the sale ID is kind of foreign key. Okay, so this is primary key here. So which number we are saying 1 and 4. So for 1 and 4, basically the the order has been placed for the company name as read. Okay, so first we made how we get the company ID. So we get the company ID for the company read from this company's table. So we got 1. Okay, then we are seeing in orders table which are the sales ID. Those have order from the company. So we saw it is sale ID as 1 and 4. Okay, so if we see in the salesperson, sale ID as 1 and 4, so these are the two persons who have made the order from the company red. So other than those, they didn't make the order. So what will be our answer? Basically Emmy, Mark and Alex, because John and Pam has already made order for the company red. So remaining will be the answer. Basically that is Emmy, Mark and Alex. So if we see our answer, it is basically Emmy, Mark and Alex. So that's what it is explained here. Okay, so I think the question is clear. So our concept is also kind of means the logic or the way how we will solve this question or approach this question is kind of also clear, because at the end what do you need to find? We need to find the people who didn't order from the company red. Okay, so what we can do is we can find the people who have ordered from company red, and then we can use a not in operator to find the names from this table. What we need to find at the end, we need to find the name of the basically salesperson. So what we can say is I want the name of the salespersons who are not in the list. Okay, who are not in the list, and that list will be basically it will be the list of the name of the salesperson who have orders from the company red. Okay, so our main task is to find, so I will write in the here. So main task is find the salesperson who have orders from company red. If we got those names, let's say their names are, what will be their names? Their names will be John. Okay, this will be the names John and fourth index, because this is what it is mentioned here, 1 and 4. So what is 1? John. And what is 4? Pam. So I copied it here. So these will be the names for the person who have made order in the company red. Okay, so except those, I want to find the names from the salesperson. So those will be my answer. So basically negation of these. So not in this list. Okay, so basically this list is the salesperson who have made order in the red company. Okay, so this will be my answer. So the people or the salesperson who are not in this list will be my answer. So I think the question is clear, or the approach is clear. So what I will do is I will create a subquery to find the answer or to find the result for me. Okay, so basically I want a subquery that will return me the people or the salesperson, name of the salesperson who have made the order in the red company. And then what I will do is I will create outer query which will be basically finding the names of the people who are not present in this list. Okay, so let's code it. So first of all, I will code for this particular point. Find the salesperson who have ordered from the company red. So how I can do is, so basically what I want the names. So what I can do is select s.name, okay, from salesperson s, comma, company c, orders o. Okay, where condition will be, okay, so condition will be basically, then first condition will be company id underscore id will be red red. What is the other condition? Condition is this company id is equals to o.com. Basically this is the foreign key, so I need to take the reference. I need to take a reference from this. So I need to get what we call link between these two tables. So what I can do, company id of means and c dot company id should be equals to o dot company id. Okay, so using this I am taking kind of basically I'm kind of linking these two tables. Okay, and what is the third condition? So I have made a link between these two tables, and I need to get the names of salesperson. So I need to have the link between these two tables. So what is the link? Sale id should be equals to s dot sale id should be equals to o dot sale id, and s dot sales underscore id equals to o dot sales underscore id. So I think it's clear. So if what I found out the name for the people who have made orders in the company red. Okay, the company red, first condition, and link between these two, I have used this this condition. Second condition will be basically link between these, making the link between these two tables. So the sales ID should be equal. Okay, so let's run this. So what it should return to me? It should return me John and Pam. Okay, if it is returning fine, I will proceed further. Okay, so there is kind of some error. So let's see what is the error in here. Okay, sorry, this should be the name. See, I made this nonsense mistake. C.name. Okay, so let's run this. It should be basically John and Pam. It should return me John and Pam. So first of all, means answer should see, I am getting answer as John and Pam. So basically this subquery is returning me the people who have made order in that company. Okay, so what I will do is I will make it subquery. Okay, so what will be basically what I want? What will be my auto query? S dot name from S dot name from. Okay, here I have used S, so let's say make it name only. No need of making sales person. Okay, S dot name from salesperson. So avoid making spelling mistake, otherwise you will be having the same problem that I am having. Okay, salesperson. Okay, select names from salesperson where names is where name are not in this query or this list. So basically this query will be returning me these two names, and I am selecting all the names that are not present in these two, that are not present in this list. So other than John and Pam, all the names will be returning to me. So this is what I want. So let's run this code. So it is running completely fine. Let's submit it. Okay, it got successfully executed. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel. And if you are having any kind of doubt, please you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.